Welcome friends, welcome to my channel APS. Today we will discuss concept of matrices. Hope you like the video and don't forget to subscribe and tick the bell icon for more updates. Thank you.
Hello everyone, APS here. So today we will discuss NCERT problems on the topic matrices. So before directly going to the problems, we will first discuss or revise the concepts, isn't it? So this is how a matrix look like. So matrix is an arrangement. It may have real number, complex number or a function. Means in between this it may have any real number, complex number or function. Okay, so what is the common name? The common name is represented as Aij, where I is the row, that is vertical. Aij and j is a column. So if someone says this element of matrix, that is A11, so here I is 1 and j is also 1. If someone says this element, okay, if someone says this element, so here I is 2 and j is 3, means this column is 2 and row is 3. Okay, so we are very much clear about it. So let us take the next part, that is types of matrices. So what are the types of matrices? First, the column matrices, means all the element lies in the column. Okay, all the element lies in a single column, that is a column matrix. And the second part is row matrix, that all the elements of the element of the matrix lies in row, that is a row matrix. And the third matrix says square matrix, that is the number, that is m equals n, that is the number of rows is equal to the number of columns, that is a square matrix. And the fourth one says diagonal matrix, that this one, and this is a diagonal matrix, that all the element lies in the diagonal and there is no element here. Okay, so let us take the fifth part, that is scalar matrix. So what is a scalar matrix? That all the element lies in the diagonal. It's a one type of diagonal matrix also. Okay, it's a scalar matrix. And let us take to the next part, that is a zero matrix, that the value all the element is 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, and the number seventh part is identity matrix. So what is the identity matrix? Again, that is 1 0 0 1, that is only 1 is present at diagonally. Again, this is 2 cross 2 order. Okay, and this is 3 cross 3, and this is 1 order is 1. Okay, so this is applied for 2 cross 2, this is applied for 3 cross 3, and this is applied for 1 cross 1. Okay, so let us take to the next part, that is we will solve exercise 3.1. we will solve exercise 3.1 and try to discuss all the problems. This is exercise 3.1 and we have taken the first problem, which says that in a matrix A, this is a matrix, write the order of matrix. So what is the order of matrix? For finding the order of matrix, we know that I equals row, which is a vertical, row is vertical, and j equals column. Okay, it is a horizontal, it's a horizontal. Okay, so I is vertical, and j is horizontal. Okay, so for finding the order, we know Aij can be represented at it's a common name of matrix. So for finding the order of matrix, that is first we will go through this row, first we will go through row and then we will go through column. So the number of row is 3 and the number of column is 4, so the order is 3 cross 4. And the number of element, what will be the number of element? The number of element is 3 into 4, that is 3 into 4 equals 12. So we have asked to find we have asked to write this element. What will be this element? That is A13. So A13 will be that first row and third column, first row this one and third column, that is 19. And now A21, that is second row and first column, A21, that is second row and first column, this will be 35. And A33, that is third row third column, so sorry, third row third column, that is -5. And A24, that is second row and fourth column, so 12. And A23 is, that is second row and third column, that is 5 by 2. We have taken the next problem, that is question number 2. It says that if a matrix has 24 elements, what are the possible order it can have? What if it has 13 element? Means we have to say two condition, if the matrix has 24 element and if the matrix has 13 element, what is the possible order it can have? So we know that if a matrix is of the order m cross n, it has mn element. If a matrix is of the order m cross n, it have mn element. Thus, to find all the possible order of a matrix having 24 element, we have to find all the order pair of natural numbers. We have to find all the order paired of natural numbers whose product is 24. So what are the number of order paired whose product is 24? So how do we do this, right? So first one is 1 into 24 equals 24. So we have to write order pair. So 24 first set. Now 2 into 12, 2 comma 12, then 12 comma 2, then again 3 comma 8 and 8 comma 3. Their multiplication is 24. 8 into 3, 24. 3 into 8 is 24. And then again 4 comma 6 and 6 comma 4. Okay, so these are the possible orders which it can have if it has a 24 element. Now if it has 13 element, okay, so we have to find all the order pair whose product is 13. So we know 13 is a prime number, so 1 and 13 and 13 and 1 will be the answer. Okay, so let us take the next problem. It's very much similar to this problem. It says that if a matrix has 18 element, what are the possible orders it can have? What if it has 5 element? Okay, so if it has 18 element, then we have to write the number of natural number whose product is 18. So 1 into 18, then 18 into 1, that is 1 comma 18 and 18 comma 1. Okay, these are different because these are ordered pairs. Now 9 into 2, and sorry, why I'm writing 2, it's comma, and 2 comma 9. Okay, and the next one is 3 into 6 and 6 into 3. Okay, so these are the possible number of possible order it can have. So again, if it has 5 element, then what are the possible condition? That is 1 comma 5 and 5 comma 1. This is only the answer. Now let us take the next question number 3, and try to discuss that. Okay, so the next problem says construct a 2 cross 2 matrix and given the matrix A equals Aij, whose elements are given by number 1, number 2 and number 3. We have to find it separately, so let us try to do number 1. Okay, it's very easy. Let us write 2 cross 2 matrix. So how a matrix can be represented? A11, A12, A21, A22. This is how we represent 2 cross 2 matrix, right? So here, if you see this element, then A11, let us take A11 here. If you compare this with this, that is Aij, then the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 1. Okay, so we have asked to find a matrix, or we have asked to construct a 2 cross 2 matrix whose elements are given by this. Okay, so let us think that what will be the first element here. Okay, so if you put in this I equals 1 and j equals 1, so 1 plus 1 whole square, 1 plus 1 2, 2 whole square divided by 2, that is 2 whole square divided by 2 is 2. So the first element is 2. Okay, now A12, so if you put I equals 1 and j equals 2, we get 1 plus 2 whole 1 plus 2, that is 3. 3 power 3 square is 9, that is 9 by 2. Now if you again put A21, that is the value of I is 2 and the value of j is 1, so 2 plus 1 3, 3 square is 9, 9 by 2 is the answer of this element. And we have asked to find this element, so how do we find this element? So value of I is 2, and the value of j is 2, so 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 whole square by 2, that is 16 by 2 is 8. And this is the first answer for this. And if you take the second, so Aij equals I by j. Okay, So this is in general, okay, this is in general. So for writing the matrix which have the condition this, so a value of here, value of I is 1 and the value of j is also 1. So 1 1 by 1 is 1, and if we take this matrix, then the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 2, so 1 by 2. And if we take this matrix, that is a 2 1, so the value of I is 2 and the value of j is 1, so 2 by 1, that is 2. Okay, and if we take this matrix, if we take this, sorry, if we take this matrix of this element, so a2 2, then the value of I is 2 and the value of j is 2. Okay, so 2 by 2, so this finally represented as 1 1 by 2 2 1. Okay, so we have also find the second. Now we are trying to find the third one. So how do we find third one? That it defined as aij equals I plus 2j whole square by 2. Okay, so if you want to find this element, then the value of I is 1 and the value of j is also 1. So 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 1 plus 2 into 1 by this one, like this. Okay, so 2 into 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 whole square is 9 by 2. Okay, so this is 9 by 2. And if you ask to find this, that is a12, so how do we find a12? That is the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 2. We will just place the value of I as 1 and we will just place the value of j is 2. So if we do this, then 1 plus 4 whole square, 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 whole square is 25, that is 25 by 2. Now the next 2a21, that is value of I is 1 and the value of j is, the value of I is 2 and the value of j is 1. So if we put I equals 1 and j equals 2, I'm sorry, if we put value of I is 2 and j is 1, so 2 plus 2, that is 4 whole square, that is 16, 16 by 2 is 8. And for this a22, value of I is 2 and value of j is also 2. Value of I is 2 and value of j is 2. If you put in this, then 2 plus 2 into 2, that is, this one is 4, then 6 whole square, that is 36 by 2 is 18. So we have done with this. Let us take the next problem and try to discuss that. So the next problem says, construct a 3 cross 4 matrix whose elements are given by aij equals 1 by half mod of minus 3i plus j, and the second one says aij equals 2i minus j. So it asks to find 3 cross 4 matrix. So how do we write 3 cross 4 matrix, right? So 3 cross 4 matrix is represented by a11, a12, a13, a14. Now a21, a22, a23, a24, a2, a31, a32, a33, a34. This is how we represent 3 cross 4 matrix. The number of rows is this is row, and this one is 3 and this one is 4. Okay, so again we will use the same concept which we have used in the previous problem. So number one, if you write that, if we are interested the writing the matrix, then we can directly do this, right? So I'm just showing this 4. This one you can easily solve, so I'm showing just this 4. For writing this element, the value of I is 1 and the value of j is also 1. So if you put the value of I is 1, then minus 3, and the value of j is also 1, then the value comes out to be 1 by 2 into mod of minus 2. Then mod of minus 2, it's 2 itself, then 2 will cancel out, then the value is come to be 1. And if we take this, that is value of I is 1 and the value of j is 2, the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 2, then we get the value of I is 1, then minus 3 into 1 plus 2, then minus 3 into 1 is minus 3, plus 2, then we get 1 by 2 into mod of minus 1, then mod of minus 1 is 1 itself, so here we get 1 by 2. Okay, so if we take this element, then 1 3 a 1 3, value of I is 1 and value of j is 3. So value of I is 1, so minus 3 plus 3, so minus 3 plus 3 is 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0, so this one is 0. And if we take this element, then a14, so a14 is value of I is 1 and value of j is 4. Okay, so minus 3 plus 4 gives minus 1, minus modulus of minus 1 is 1, so 1 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Now you can easily solve all this matrix. I'm just writing here. You can easily solve by putting the value of I equals, in this I equals 2 and j equals 1, and in this I equals 2 and j equals 2. You can easily solve this, right? So I'm just writing here. You just check the solution. I'm just giving you the solution. You try yourself. This is the correct answer for it. Okay, you once check the answer. Okay, so let us take this problem, that is, it says aij equals 2I minus j. So we have to write the matrix. Again, in this problem also I will show only this 4 and rest of the you have to do yourself. So if you take this, the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 1, so 2 into 1 minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 is 1, so the value is 1. And if you take this, so if you take this, then the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 2, so 2 into 1 minus 2 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so again, if you take a13, then the value of I is 1 and the value of j is 3, so 2 into 1 minus 3, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, so here it will be minus 1. And if we take this, then a14 value of I is 1 and the value of j is 4, so 2 into 1 minus 4, that is 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Again, you can easily solve this by putting the values and you can easily find the answer, your answer. I'm just writing the solution. You once check by solving yourself, right? So you just check this. I'm sorry. This is 3 and this is 2. 3 2 1 0 5 4 3 2. Okay, you once check this solution. Let us take to the next problem and try to discuss that. Okay, so the next problem says find the values of x and y from the following equation. So let us do the number one. We know that for equality, these two matrices are equal. These two matrices are equal. So for two matrices to be equal, they must have the same order, and they have the same order itself. Okay, so 4 equals, we can easily equate them, that is y equals 4, z equals 3, and z equals 3, and x equals 1, and 5 equals 5. Yes, so we have done y equals 4, z equals 3, x equals 1, and 5 equals 5. So we don't have to find. And let us take to the bring to the next problem, that we just equate x plus y equals 6, x plus y equals 6, so x plus y equals 6. And if we take this, then 2 equals 2, no problem in it. So 5 plus z equals 5, and this xy equals 8, so xy equals 8. So 5 plus z equals 5, so 5 and 5 will cancel out, the value of z is 0. Let us separate this. So the value of y is 0, so the value of z is 0. So now y can be written as 8 by x. Y can be written as, now if we put in this, then we know x plus 1 y equals 6, so value of y is 8 by x. X plus 8 by x equals 6, so x square plus 6 equals, sorry, this is 8, so x square plus 8 equals 6x, so x square minus 68 plus 8 equals 0. Then x square minus 3x, I'm sorry, x square minus 4x minus 2x plus 8 equals 0. So x square minus 2 and x square minus 4 are the then x equal to 2 and x equal to 4 are the solutions. So for x equals 2 and for x equal 4, we get the different values of y. If x is 2, then the value of y is, if x is 2, then 2 will go here and it will minus out, so y equals 4. If the value of x is 2, then the value of y is 4, and if the value of x is 4, then the value of y is 2. Okay, so we have find the value of z, we have find the value of x and y. There is two condition arise for x and y. If the value of x is 2, then the value of y is 4. If the value of x is 4, then the value of y is 2. Now let us take to the next problem, which says this one. The space is short, so I am doing here. Okay, which says if we equate them, that is x plus y plus z, x plus y plus z equals 9, x plus z equals 5, y plus z equals 7. Okay, this is x plus z. So in this, from 2 we get x plus z equals 5. Just look at this, x plus z, this is 5, so y plus 5 equals 9, so y comes out to be 9 minus 5 is 4, so the value of y is 4. We find the value of y is 4. If the value of y is 4, then 4 plus z equals 7, then z comes out to be 7 minus 4, that is 3. We have find the value of y, we have find the value of z. Now in this, if we also want to satisfy this, then y plus z, have I write same equation both time? Okay, so x plus z equals 5, so we have find the value of z, so we can easily find the value of 5 minus z. X, we can easily find the value of x, so x equals 5 minus z, so value of z is 3, so x equals 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, so x equals 2, z equals 3, y equals 4. So let us take the next problem trying to discuss that. So the next question says find the value of a, b, c and d from the equation. That this is the equation, we have to find the value of a, b, c, d. This question is again based on equality of matrix, right? So we can easily equate, that is a minus b equals minus 1, 2a plus c equals 5, 2a minus b equals 0, and 3c plus d equals 13. Now we will use system of equations to solve this. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, so from if you see in equation 1, that is this one, if we use this, then from 2, if we go in this, that is equation number 3, if we go in this equation number 3, we get as b equals 2a. So we will write the value of b equals 2a in this equation. So the value of b we put here is 2a. So a minus 2a equals minus 1, that is a minus 2a is minus a equals minus a equals minus 1, so the a equals 1. So if a equals 1, then b equals 2a, then 2 into 1 equals 2. We have find the value of a and we have find the value of b equals 2. Okay, now we have to find the value of c. So how do we do this? So value of a is 1, so we'll put the value of a is 1, so it gives 2 into 1 plus c equals 5. So it gives 2 plus c equals 5, then c equals 5 minus 2, that is 3. Value of c is 3. Okay, so how do we find the value of d? We know the value of c is 3, so 3 into 3 plus d equals 13. So d equals 13 minus 3c, so 13 minus 3 into the value of c is 3. Okay, so 13 minus 3 is 4. 13 minus 9 is 4. So value of a is 1, b is 2, c is 3 and d is 4. And we have done with our problem. Let us take the next problem and try to discuss that. The next problem says that if A matrix is represented at Aij of order m cross n is a square matrix, then which option is satisfied? In the revision of the matrix, I have told you that for a square matrix, this condition is always satisfied, that m equals n. Otherwise, it is not a square matrix, right? So we have discussed this. Now let us take the next problem, which says which of the following values of x and y makes the following pairs of matrices equal. Okay, so we have to take one option. So we'll just equate this, that 3x plus 7 equals 0 and y minus 2 equals 5. This equals this equals this, and y plus 1 equals 8, and 2 minus 3x equals 4. Okay, so value of x comes out to be 3x equals minus 7, x equals minus 7 by 3, and the value of y equals 5 plus 2, so y equals 7. Now again we can again verify y equals 8 minus 1, so again y equals to 7, same value now. Okay, so I will write this once more. 2 minus 3x equals 4, so value of x is minus 7 by 3. Value of x is minus 7 by 3. Okay, we have find the value, so no need of finding this, no need of this. Okay, so value of x comes out to be minus 7 by 3, and the value of y comes out to be 7. So which option satisfied this? Value of x is minus 2 by 3, minus 7 by 3. Value of x is minus 7 by 3. So by mistake I have told you that we don't have to find this value, but we have to find this value. 2 minus 3x equals 4. So 2 minus 3 into the value of x is minus 7 by 3 equals 4. So 3 and 3 will cancel out, then 2 minus of minus 7 equals 4. Okay, so we do not get any values here. So there is not possible, this is not possible to find the values of x and y. Okay, because the system of equation does not match. Now let us take to the next problem and try to discuss that. So the next problem says the number of all possible matrices of order 3 cross 3 which each entry 0 or 1 is. So in 3 cross 3 matrix the total number of element is 9. Okay, the total number of element is 9. So all the 9 elements can be filled with 0 or 1, that is all the number can be filled in 0 in 1, that is 2 ways. Okay, so how? So the question asks the number of all possible matrices of order 3 cross 3 which each entry 0 or 1. Okay, so 2 power 9, that is 512 will be the correct answer. How do we use? We just use permutation and combination, that is 2 power 9. Nothing, the little bit concept of permutation combination, that 2 power 9 is 512, that is the total number of entities is 9. And how can we do this? We can do this in 2 ways. Okay, we can do this in 2 ways, so 512, this will be the correct answer. Thank you for watching the video. If you really like the video, then please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.